Ja, jetzt kommt Finale TCG, OCG.
Paulie Aronson, I'm from the United States. It's great. I've had a ton of fun. I've made a ton of new friends. It's been a great weekend so far.
Der hört sich ein bisschen an wie Yugi.
A ton, as much as I could. I always try to practice as much as I can for whatever the format is. I always, like I said, try to put in as much time as I can. You know, I'm dedicated. When I want to try to do well, I'm dedicated. I would be extremely excited.
Er ist ein
Unexpected.
Den mag ich.
And excited.
My name is Mateo Renteria and I'm from Perú. Siento que estoy viviendo un sueño hecho realidad. La verdad es algo que estaba
Danke für die Übersetzung auf Japanisch, das hilft mir sehr. Danke, Konami.
Y estoy muy feliz de haber llegado hasta aquí y lo voy a dar todo para poder conseguir ese tan ansiado premio.
Ich hatte übrigens 3 Jahre spanische Schule, ich verstehe kein Wort.
Y voy a dar lo mejor de mí para poder llevar ese trofeo para mi país.
Danke für diese aufbauenden Worte. Hoffentlich kriegen sie mein... Oh, die Musik ist... Boah. Bam, Junge, die knallt richtig rein.
First up from the blue side, from USA, please welcome Paulie Aronson.
Und die haben es wieder verkackt. Oh mein Gott, stell dir vor, du bist im Finale und die verkacken deinen Namen. Holy shit, ey. Muss ja erstmal hinkriegen. Aber so ein bisschen Saarsch jetzt richtig. Und haben sie jetzt da wenigstens auch den anderen Namen drin.
And now on the red side from Peru, please welcome Juan Mateo Augusto Renteria Pastor.
Ja. Die haben es verkackt. Alter, wie der läuft. Der macht mir Angst, Mann. Der macht mir richtig Angst. Ich will, dass der Südamerikaner gewinnt, Mann.
World Championship 2023, the final showdown. 決勝戦はこちらの両者の戦いとなります。
Also der aus den USA, der hat einfach mega Spaß da zu sein, der freut sich voll da zu sein, der andere ist halt so richtig so, oh mein Gott, mein Gott. Oh, das ist schon geil, guck mal hier, Paulie fühlt sich einfach, er hat einfach mega Bock. Er hat mega Bock. Guck ihn an. Er freut sich aber da zu sein. Auch wenn er nicht ganz gerade ausguckt, der ist schon süß, guck ihn an.
To mention also that compared to what they did throughout this event, for this final match there will not be a time limit, so they have as much time as it takes, obviously still playing at a reasonable pace, but I think that can pay some consideration, you know. We have seen previous World Championship finals end on a timeout, and I think
this will give out
for a great duel, but obviously now I think we can get slightly into the player's perspective as well. You guys saw it more than me.
Bock drauf.
Yugioh World Championship 2023, the final. 会場の皆さん、一緒にカウントダウンをお願いします。いきますよ。3、2、1、duel!
Let's go! Ich glaube, wenn Daryl gewonnen hat, ist Bums, weil Juan wird ihn first gehen lassen.
We are here finally at the finals for the Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG OCG World Championship. It's the USA against Peru, Latin America against North America. We've never had a winner from the USA. It's been a while since we've had one from Latin America as well, so both players really want to represent their regions. I just can't wait to see how it's going to work out. It does look like Paulie may be going first here.
And you have come close a lot of time. There are a lot of finalists from the USA, but as you mentioned, not quite, but great start here from Paulie with his Dragon deck. So,
starting with the Bestial Lubellion.
Yep, that's going to let him add any Bestial from the deck to the hand. Of course, he's going to go with the one Bestial Magnamut.
Now, as you see that card on there, that means the deck has not been randomized yet. In this World Championship, we are using a special shuffling procedure to help the duelists save time. They will not need to randomize their decks until the point at which the top card of the deck matters and needs to not be known. So, for example, the draw phase, or playing a draw type effect. So while that card is on there, you're not going to be able to draw anything from the deck or excavate things from the top of the deck. And when it's time to go ahead and play one of those effects or pass turn, then we'll randomize the deck.
Yep, and we see a quick launch coming down from Poly, so he already has access to Magnemite and the rocket engine because you're able to quick launch into that rocket tracer, link it away immediately into the Link 1 Striker Dragon. Striker Dragon on summon, one of the best cards. It's pretty much why Dragon Link exists, because it's linking things together, gonna able to add that
Stecher
Boot
starten,
Sector
sagen
launch
wir's
from
mal
the
so.
deck to the hand.
We have seen quick launch for Duel Links today, and now it's back in a different finals.
And
great to see.
I was a little shocked when I saw it come down
Yeah.
to the Duel Links final.
And in our semifinal match even, we got to see three
Three.
quick
I
launches.
saw
Er hat
that.
sich zurückgeedit, den Tracer.
I am pretty sure I also, so a great opening hand from Poly here. But
Nee, die
we
Hand
can
war nicht so
assume
geil.
now that they know each other's decks. Do you guys have any idea of what you're gonna go for when you're facing a deck like Swarso on the
Ah,
other
okay, er
hand?
macht
I
so
mean, this
rum.
is tough. I actually think this matchup is kind of bad for Poly because one of
Is
the
he?
notorious cards that are really good against Dragon Link are those like blowout cards like Dark Ruler No More, and we've seen that Juan is actually main decking copies of that, so he might be prepared to go second here. And this is an interesting opening. He's going to link his Wyvern Burster into Guard Dragon Pitsy to go into the extra monster zone.
This seems like one of the lines he was talking about before. So he kind of knows what his opponent is up to here, and he was trying to workshop ways to get around it. Make sure that he has enough ways to interrupt one on his turn, even if he has one of these blowout cards. So what you might do here is you have the Pisty there. You're going to get it off the field here for Romulus, and then if you have a way to special summon it back from the graveyard, you can put it wherever you want.
Ooh.
You're not beholden to the Link arrows, and you might not have to go into the triple burst line, and can do some other stuff as well instead.
That's really
Sieht auf
cool.
jeden Fall erstmal ziemlich gut aus. Also aktiviert Romulus, er hat sich Ravine.
Still
Ravine
has
kann
the
Absorber
Magnum, which
sein.
is great. Gonna come down to get something else in the end phase and grab that Lubellion to set up some branded spell and traps. So great stuff here.
Aber ich meine, er hat Wähler und Troll in der Hand. Das ist schon mal ziemlich gut, weil er sowohl Moje aufhalten kann, als auch halt den Ads nach Emergence zum Beispiel.
He's going to go ahead and, yep, he discards the card, and this one's asking him just for a little bit of clarification there. And it looks
Dem
like
wird jetzt der Absorber gehen. Oder
So
Saunier.
outside of Duel Links, we have seen this deck win the Master Duel Championship as well, with Joshua piloting it. And so we might see another world champion using the same deck in 3 different categories. That's really unique, I would say.
That would be pretty crazy. Dragon Link, one of those strong decks. I mean, it's kind of a broad name to give to
Ja, das
a
haben wir
lot
nicht
of
gesehen,
decks.
was wahrscheinlich ein Absorber
Dragons,
I agree.
Links,
Ja, weil
there's a lot
er hat
of
schon den
dragons,
Trace in der Hand, das
they
macht also keinen
definitely
Sinn,
all have
Absorber zu
those
senden.
similar cards like Quick Launch and the Rocket strategies as well.
Despite being colloquially known as Dragon Link, a lot of its end board cards happen to be synchro monsters. Things like Borreload Savage Dragon or the Bestial Dispotter now.
Very true.
Absorber,
Looks
okay,
like he
Absorber
just
gesehen.
sent Absa
Damit
Router
er die
to
beiden
the
specialen kann
graveyard
von der Hand.
with the Dragon Ravine.
Aber er hat keinen Link, doch er hat Pisty im
Oh, is that
Grave.
what he discarded from his hand, maybe?
Most likely, I would assume so. That's great, yeah.
So he's
now-
still thinking on the Dragon Ravine. Oh no, he sent the Absa Router with the
No,
Ravine,
yeah, he did,
not
he
the card
did.
from the hand, and lets him add that Rocket Recharger to the hand. We weren't able to see the discard since it was off camera.
And now we are gonna change Feel Spell into that Boot Sector launch, which can special what you just searched. So that's probably where he's going for.
In terms of what kind of field a Boot Sector launch is, I guess it's like a hangar bay or something for dragon monsters, just firing out of there into battle.
That's what I think. So you're loading up
Yes.
those Dragon monsters to be launched into the field, and he does have Rocket Tracer and Rocket Recharge to come.
And he's going to check the graveyard here, see what cards are all in there.
Oh,
That Bestial
Drollen
Rebellion is still
Lockbird
down
was
there.
discarded, I guess. Yeah, from the Ravine.
Ah.
Aber toll, das gegen Sword auch
We
ziemlich
missed
okay, oder?
that. That's an interesting thing, having Drollen Lockbird.
Yeah.
in the main
Ja, er
deck.
spielt den Bio rein,
Very
ja, aber
good
wir
for
haben bei
this
dem Event
particular
gesehen,
tournament,
dass
though,
die
given the
Bio
decks
kaum
that we're
jemand
seeing
gespielt
play.
hat.
Other things like
Aber du
Dragon
kannst mit
other
Dragon
combos
auch,
like
by the way,
Sun
nicht in
Avalon
die
as
Bio
well.
reinspielen.
Yeah, definitely probably
seine Hand
played a
war auch nicht so
role in why
geil.
he made it here all the way to the finals at the World Championship.
Weil wenn
What
du
do you
noch mit so einem
think,
Tracer machen
Billy?
musst, der
Is
halt eh
Droll
nicht
not
so
that great
krass.
against Warsaw? Will you get rid of the card, or?
It's tough, yeah. You have to catch them on like an emergence or something, but if they just have that Sword Soul of Moye, it's not going to do too much damage there for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's one of the weaker interruptions here.
So he's able to link into the Hermetic Seal, because even though normally when you see Tracer and Recharger, you think the Recharger was summoned from the Tracer, but in this case they both came from the hand, so not locked out of Dark Monsters just quite yet. Has the seals and a tracer. Gonna activate that Magnum.
There it is. See which card is targeted with Magnum.
Absolut nicht.
There's a lot of cards we haven't seen yet. For example, we haven't seen the quick launch. We haven't seen Chaos Space. Things that you really want to be seeing in your opening hand when you're in the finals and going first.
Definitely, Chaos Space is one of the best cards in the Dragon Link deck.
He's going to go ahead and banish.
Yeah,
Looks like the Abs Router.
Seems so.
Nope, changing his mind here. This is what we were worried about. Maybe he's getting in his own head and overthinking this decision. Goes with the Abs Router anyways. Gut feeling, often right.
Usually good to stick to it. At worst case, you at least can say you just relied on your gut if things go wrong as opposed to the other way around. But now he is going to use that.
Aber hat wahrscheinlich schon die Fallenkarte in der Hand.
Um
es zu zerstören, das wäre jetzt auch nicht so schlecht.
We'll
das sind beides TCG-Spieler. Wir hatten Top 8, waren alles TCG-Spieler. Das erste Mal auf der Weltmeisterschaft ever, dass die Top 8 keine OCG-Spieler hatte.
I guess to set up, I'm not sure which branded spell and traps he's playing in the deck, but
probably branded Regain would be the big one.
Beast sometimes is played, so that could be another one.
True.
That's a nice one.
Especially here, he has a level 6 and a level 4 tuner. He'll be able to go into Bestial Dispatcher since they are dragons.
This is another thing that not that I was eavesdropping, but he was quite loudly talking to himself the entire time. He was going over the best choices to make specifically with Bestial Dispatcher because it offers you that choice between destroying something and negating the activation of something.
There it is.
Yeah, Bestial Dispatcher, as you mentioned, does have that cool effect that if your opponent activates a card or effect, you can shuffle back a banished card, and then it has two different effects if it was your card or your opponent's. Either destroys or banishes based on who banished it. And you were right.
Hat alles richtig gemacht.
He's going to tribute
hat die Line so geil gespielt, ne? Den Absolut Banishen, um Heads Up, den Dispatcher zu holen. Damit er den Rebellen um Feld nachher hat, den Absoluter wieder im Grave hat, falls er halt das Reposition zum Normal sammeln. Und hat jetzt das Beast.
From Poly. And if you can find a way to get to Soren here and send Branded Regain to the graveyard, he'll be able to activate it from the graveyard with that Branded Beast.
Das Problem ist halt, wenn jetzt ein Dark Lord kommt, ist natürlich schon ein bisschen böse, aber er kann immer noch schießen und er hat eine Welle in der Hand. Also das war schön manövriert.
Dark Lure No More could be a card that's really strong against this setup.
That's part of why I think you want the Beast here, is you have that trap card-based interaction instead of a monster effect.
Absolutely, really important to have different kind of interactions.
All right,
the judge also cutting the deck there.
Yep.
Joining in on the action.
Yep, that green
like
card being
he did. Yeah, that was right. We just didn't catch what he searched, but I guess, we'll find out.
So I had to guess it'd be a bestial of sorts, potentially.
Yeah, there is a Q interaction that you can do where if you search, one of the bestials, you can then pop it with the tracer and get even another interruption.
True, so, and if Juan puts a lighter dark in the graveyard, he can banish Juan's lighter dark from the graveyard with a bestial, and then that gives him a monster to put back with the Dispatcher also.
And Tenny sort of
entered battle phase.
Wow. And the battle phase evenly matched.
We were talking about Dark Lenore. We haven't seen the evenly matched yet in game one from Juan, but this is huge. He has to pick. I think you have to go with the Dispatcher here.
You got to keep the Dispatcher.
No?
Beast doesn't do you.
No.
Okay, so he kept.
Okay, so he does have a Bestial in hand.
He probably searched the Bestial, so he's going to keep the Branded Beast.
Yeah, I mean, now he's going to get to summon off the Erratic Seal, so worst case scenario, that works. But
so he tributed the Heradic Seals and he put one of his own cards back.
I think
the Bestial Rebellion, yep.
I might have seen a second copy of the card in the end. I'm not sure though, not sure. That could be the case. I mean, playing a card like evenly in the main deck, wow.
But this might be the heads-up play where he was hedging his bets against Dark Lenore and evenly knowing that he could use the seals to return his monster and get a monster on the board afterwards. I mean, he could just go for a Bestial monster here if he doesn't have one in hand.
Und das, was ich gesucht habe, was ist.
Just take a look at Heradic Seal. Note that you do not have to choose one of your opponent's cards to return to the hand. It's just that you have to use the effect during your opponent's turn.
And it looks like he is going for a Bestial. Not just any Bestial, it's going to be Baldrake.
Baldrake, which can block the summon of light and dark monsters.
Yep. Able to get another lighter dark monster on the field, that would be quite useful.
Aber ich root auf jeden Fall Pauli, weil Bonza die Attitüde gefällt mir irgendwie nicht.
That doesn't matter too much right now as the battle phase has now been spent.
but the Branded Beast is still there. And Zworzel is one of those decks where sometimes you have a lot of plays, but sometimes you only have one single Moye, and if they interact with it, that's it. So that Branded Beast could still get him there.
Yeah, and if they have the 10 cards in their hand, they really need to keep a
Evenly
non-effect
two!
on the field.
Yeah.
Evenly 2. We're still
Wow.
at the end of the battle phase. It's not once per turn.
Oh my gosh, he says, you want the Beast on the field, I'm going to make sure you don't keep it on the field.
I said it's going to be evenly matched, not you
4
have 2.
Karten. Und er hat noch einen Wähler in der Hand.
Wow.
But
Now I think we're actually ending the battle phase.
Yes.
Maybe. This is huge.
Yeah, huge start, and now it's all up to what is in one hand, if he has some of these Zworzel cards or not.
Still has 4 cards to play with.
This is your opportunity. Like, you have to really go off right now.
Absolutely.
Looks like he's thinking about a normal summon.
Could be a Tanya as well, let's see.
Maybe an Incredible Ecclesia.
You just got to be careful with the Ashuna and Vishuda being light and dark.
Oh, okay, it's a good one.
Long one. If he discards a shootout, that would be crazy.
Let's see what he discards.
I see it. Oh, can't see what monster it is. Let's see what he discards.
Should be
Muss er
another one. Yeah, another copy.
Long one.
Okay.
Long one. All right. Long one's going to be summoned, and then we're going to get the Sword Soul token.
This can open up some plays. And we also need to find out what card was added off the Magna mode, because if it was a Bestial, we could still steal that now alongside the Branded Beast. So that's still an option for Paulie, potentially.
There we go. Got a wide
for
selection of tokens there for our
Yeah.
duelist. Let's see which Bestial it is.
Yeah, now there's a monster on the field, so all the Bestials effects turn
Könnte
to
spannend
quick
werden auf jeden
effects.
Fall.
It seems like he's considering it. And he could get rid of both cards, right?
If it's Druid's Worm, I'm
if
assuming
it's Druid's Worm, yeah.
Druid's Worm's probably the one he added off that Magnum. It would make sense.
Yeah. So that could still be nice.
Paulie
Let's
down, but not out.
see. Yes.
Großform.
It is the Druid Worm.
Now he's going to use Branded Beast. That's going to let him tribute the Druid's Worm. And then it's going to be able to destroy a card on the field, and the Druid's Worm will be able to send a special summon monster, so it's going to clear both.
And
Now Wand, if it has something like Sword Soul Ataya, it could be pretty
at the
good.
same time,
Or like some way to get around this. Like can a Dragon Circle help you here? You tribute any worm, right? Or
True.
any.
Yep, any worm. Heavenly Dragon Circle would be a good card. I might have got a peek of one in his hand.
Even if you follow it up with just like a normal summon.
I mean, a lot.
Yeah, just it'll allow him to search for that Sword Soul
gleich.
Ataya if he does have it.
Yeah.
Such a good card, and
there it is.
Heavenly Dragon Circle. Lets you tribute that worm to add any worm from your deck to your hand.
All right, so now we're going to get the chain resolving here.
Yeah, that's great. Honestly, you look at those 4 cards, 2 copies of each, but then you really need something to play with. And
it'll be really impressive if he can get through all this. Like, Paulie played this turn incredibly well.
Yeah.
Like, he knew what to do with the cards that he was dealt here. But will it matter?
Token away.
If you drew the one unterwegs, you can special summon. Okay, doch, er kann sich Moje adden.
Yes.
Ich bin dumm.
For sure, it would be a card that allows you to use.
Aber er hat ja trotzdem
Moye.
eine Wähler noch in der Hand. Das heißt, er hat Tatara und Wähler. Also er hat
There are still a lot
Tatara
of cards.
und Moje.
Ooh, 2 cards in the end from Paulie. And
We
I
know
did,
one's the Beast of Lebellion that he
but
returned
I
back.
did pick that the other one. Not gonna spoil it, but it's gonna be a relevant one later on. Let's see. We can assume the Moye is next, I guess.
Takes a quick look at the graveyard here.
Checking to see what the
Aber
follow-up
hat
is,
er überhaupt
what
noch
Paulie's gonna be able to do
ein
on the
Target im
next
Deck
turn.
für Lebellion? Weil
I'm
du bist
surprised
auf
you didn't go
1.
for Taya here.
Spielt er mehr als ein Ball?
Taya, if you have the other worm in your hand, you can go into the box, get rid of the Branded Beast.
And there it is.
it's
Ah.
Und Wähler.
Baylor! Huge!
All the answers coming from Paulie.
Huge!
Naja, er hat gerade 2
Well,
Emini
what I was going to say
abbekommen.
is Taya can also get you to Moye and remove the
Yes.
Branded Beast along the way, but Fake Baylor would also stop the Taya as well.
Wow.
One Sword Soul monster. Or
Yeah,
one
now
worm.
we're in trouble. But
He has nothing. He just has a Moye.
All right, so Paulie has, we know he's got the Steel Rebellion.
He is in the driver's seat with the Branded Beast on the field. That Effect Veiler was huge. The biggest Effect Veiler of Paulie's life.
Stimmt, er hat auch Saron hier im Deck, stimmt.
Checking through the graveyard here first off.
Wow, I was writing Paulie off for this one. I can't believe that last card we didn't know was an Effect Veiler.
Yeah. And now, yeah, there is the Lubellion in hand, one clutch top deck here, but as you mentioned, we shouldn't forget that the circle is still there for next turn.
Very true. And with the Ashuna in hand, that's a good way to get a normal monster onto the board.
Absolutely.
But as Paulie can find a way to keep Bestials, to keep it out of the graveyard, it's going to be tough.
Now, notably in this particular tournament,
hat Chaos Space gezogen.
Doesn't even need the Beast. He's just getting the Chaos Space because he'll be able to bring back the Beast Rebellion by tributing a dragon.
Unbelievable.
There is the Levian here, and with the Wyvern Buster and Collapse Serpent used at the beginning, you can just get a draw off here with the Chaos Space or the Link.
And we talked about how strong a card that is in the Dragon League strategy, and he didn't open it, but able to top deck it here in the second turn.
Er hat einfach Chaos Space getopdeckt.
Would you go for Darks here, or what's your idea here? If you know the last...
I'm ripping the card out of hand if it's possible.
You got to put him on 0 cards.
I agree.
Especially when it's something like Ashuna, which has a lot of versatility in it as well.
But
so 1 dark.
Would you not lie? I guess, yeah, the line
Ne,
would be...
du rippst die Karte raus.
Yeah, I guess so.
3
das Ding.
dark monsters. Chaos Dragon Levianeer, gonna send that card from the hand back into the deck.
Yeah, my only concern was maybe using the space first to see what you get into, right? But
that
maybe
I agree with.
Yeah, that might be the case.
That I agree with.
But I guess he doesn't want to risk
Ja,
throwing
Paulie ist
maybe
jetzt ein
the last
bisschen
brand
zu
as
schnell
well.
dabei.
That's what it is about. Yeah.
So he'll
Regain.
that Chaos Dragon Levianeer to summon Lubellion. Lubellion can activate its effect to place that Branded Regain straight from the deck onto the field. So now he has Branded Beast, Branded Regained with the Beastie on the field. Juan with 0 cards after this Moye is going to be destroyed by battle.
And that kind of takes the Dragon Circle out as well. You're not going to be able to get a normal monster here.
This is
nothing. This is looking so good for Paulie. Unless he wants to concede, I would...
No, I would never do that. I mean, there is no time limit. We mentioned it, so no reason to do that. And there are still cards, you know, like Pot of Desires, if he's playing it, maybe something like that would be nice.
You might just get like another board wipe. Something that can just destroy everything.
Maybe that third evenly matched, you know? Yeah.
Pot of Desires into Lightning Storm.
Oh, wow. And Thea, yeah.
If he plays cards like that, who knows?
Like another evenly and
I guess there is, as long as you have a life point, there is a chance.
Oh, absolutely.
So here comes that Chaos Space now that the Branded Regain is out of the deck. Branded Regain also poses a threat as well, able to special summon back a Bestial when your opponent summons a monster. So he'll be able to bring back something like Druid Swarm and tribute it off with Branded Beast as well. Gonna put back that 1 copy of Striker Dragon. Draws 1.
Makes sense. Doesn't really need to draw into anything at the moment, but...
Ja doch. Irgendeine Normal Summon wäre schon ganz geil, ne?
Has not normal summon yet, so...
Oh mein Gott! Oh mein Gott! Er ist einfach ein Gott! Er ist einfach ein Gott! Er packt den Striker Dragon zurück und zieht die Normal Summon, um die auf den Friedhof... Junge!
What a start.
I guess Raquel, you were right on who would be better at a top deck.
Yeah, I guess so, yeah.
That Effect Veiler was so huge. I really thought he was down after the double evenly match. He only had those 2 cards in hand.
Oh mein Gott, ey. Ja, lass uns das zweite Game angucken. Wir sind gespannt.
All right,
here we go. We're getting the final cut from our judges.
This could be the last game of the entire World Championship. We've already crowned Duel Links World Champion, the Master Duel Team World Champions. This is our final match. Will Juan push it to
Der hat
game
einfach
3?
die beste Attitüde, die ich je gesehen habe.
Der
hat einfach Bock da zu sein. Ich liebe diesen Typen einfach.
And let's see this.
So süß, ne? Ey, ohne Witz.
Absolutely.
Und wir sehen schon gerade den Nippelhans. Der ist natürlich ganz gut.
Let's see.
Starts with Pot of Desires.
All right, so Pot of Desires is in there.
Ob er den Droll drin gelassen
Oh,
hat?
it's nice. Get that last one right away.
He gets hit by the Ash Blossom.
That's huge. That's huge. Now Juan only playing with 4 cards. Sword Soul, a great deck, but it needs
Oh,
multiple
da
cards
war's.
sometimes.
Yeah, that's a big
Antispell
deal.
und Ohnmacht
We
war
said
drin.
it, Zworstel very strong, but sometimes it just whiffs on those plays. Let's see if he has anything to follow this up.
All right.
Okay,
The
nice
Standing
one.
Spirit Ashuna, and he knows that that's not going to get hit by an Ash Blossom.
Geht schlechter.
It's any monsters you can spell summon in your hand if you control no effect monsters. Controls no monsters, so that works.
But it's a line monster, so Bestials could be in there for Poly.
Das Play kenne ich, soll ich mir um 10 Euro der Echo dauernd
He
gemacht.
also has the Vashuda,
Also,
so he's able to link into
seitdem
both
ich's
his team.
gebaut
He
hab.
special summon Vashuda. Now Ashuna's going to special summon Adhara. That gives him a level 7 monster, a level 1 tuner. That means he can go into a level 8
Liest du auch
synchro like
Shingin?
Chi-Chao.
Oder Chi-Chao,
I like to do
das
this play when I
Achter, was
already have
versuchen
Moyang,
kann.
so I can also go into like a Chao Fang or something. But when you don't have the Sword Soul engine, still good to rely on this way to go into a Sword Soul Chi-Chao.
But I think he's really happy about the Bestials because if he doesn't have any other Zworstel cards in hand, that Bestial could have pretty much cut him off comboing.
It would have been devastating.
Yeah.
But having 2 Tinyis like this is ideal for Sword Soul, so definitely a strong start for Juan. Looks like he's considering Boxia.
He's probably just,
Ja, eine zweite Ash in der
I
Hand.
would say.
Holy.
I don't think so. Not with nothing on the
Like
opponent's field.
he could go into Boxia for a Chao Fang play because you can Boxia,
Yeah,
destroy
yeah,
the monk
yeah.
to bring back Adhara, but if you don't have the Sword Soul access, you usually want to go to Chi-Chao.
Wähler, oh mein Gott.
The MVP of the deck.
Oh mein Gott. Wähler, beste Karte 2023, confirmed.
Worm from the advantage to the hand, adds back
Und
Ashuna, but will Effect Veiler be the card for Poly to win the
Yeah.
World Championship this weekend?
It won him game 1, maybe it could win
direkt
him
den Starlet
game 2
holen und
as well,
einrahmen zu Hause.
We'll have to see. There's still plenty of cards left for Juan to play.
Yes.
2 points of interaction from Poly when he's went second.
Aber er ist auf Wormsclock, das ist schon mal wichtig.
Let's take a look if he has something else here. Otherwise, might just set some face downs.
Still has the Chi-Chao on the field
Oh,
at
he
least.
passed.
Nothing to set.
That's it. He passed. Wow.
Aber er hat einen Nipper in der Hand, das dürfen wir nicht vergessen. Das hat, wenn es noch nicht gecatcht habt, der hat einen Nibiru in der Hand.
Spent an Ash Blossom, spent an Effect Failure.
I mean, I would be shocked if he was not holding maybe his own copies, you know, of Max Chi or anything like that, but... Hey, Max Chi, yeah, sorry, Ash Blossom.
Max
I'm
Chi.
still backing my...
Oh, Mensch.
Yeah.
Master Duel's over.
I know.
Get out of 2017.
I know. That wasn't there even. even. So,
Safert.
Starly
Gute Normal Summon auf jeden Fall.
Excellent normal summon from
Yeah.
Poly.
Not a bad one to
Aber er
have
könnte
here.
Banish und negieren.
Access to those baby Chaos Dragons.
Cosmic.
And there's no Sword Soul card available for Chi-Chao to banish, is there?
Das hat er noch in der
Banish
Hand.
from the hand,
Zeigt die Karte neben
but
Cosmic.
tough.
yeah. Seems like that will go through.
It's going to go to battle first.
Nice.
So that makes sense. Go to battle, take out the non-effect monster first.
Ja.
Just in case something goes wrong in your turn, I like the heads-up play here
Guess,
from Poly.
yeah, playing it on Ash Blossom, I guess.
Very
yeah.
smart.
So,
And Striker Dragon not quite strong enough.
and there is an
Oh.
Ash
Ja, ist
Blossom.
echt. War genau das Richtige.
Well played by Poly, yeah.
So Ash Blossom enjoys Spring. If you activate an effect that includes any of these, add a card from deck to the hand, which is what Safer does. Special summon from the deck, or send cards from the deck to the graveyard. You can use Ash Blossom Enjoy Spring to negate that.
That's it from Poly. Oh my gosh, these Ash Blossoms and Effect Veilers really stopping them in their tracks.
What a
Ash,
top deck.
Ash das.
Does Poly
Und er hat noch einen Nibiru in der Hand.
Wow.
Er hat noch einen Nibiru in der Hand.
They're
Ash
laughing it
too, and
off.
Juan's just like, yeah, I've seen this before.
battle
Bottle of
phase?
Ash.
So the emergence does give him that Sword Soul card in the graveyard, so
Yeah.
he still has that Chi-Chao effect now to negate a monster effect. But just negating a monster effect, not the strongest against Dragon Link. They still have a lot of ways to force that out and continue.
Aber
their
er muss
play.
jetzt
So it seems like
einen
what's
Drachen
happened here
ziehen.
is that Poly's got all his side deck cards and all of his main deck interaction, and not the cards he needs to actually play. His strategy.
He's going to need something like a quick launch.
That Safer would have gotten there, but it did not make it.
Yeah, let's see. Even the Red Eyes engine would be nice to draw into right now, but
I wonder if knowing. Oh, I'm not even going to say it. I can't.
okay.
I was saying, I wonder if knowing what Juan is
Oh,
playing
wow.
backfired on him.
He passes back.
Ja, er hätte wirklich einfach
You know,
I just
get
don't wanna
one
jinx
more
it.
turn out of this. Oh, Juan Mateo cannot finish it off.
Yes, keeps on whiffing.
Looks like you're right about that top deck on Thorns.
Exactly,
Sometimes
yeah.
you just don't draw any of the cards you
Yeah.
need. A lot of the cards require other cards to be
Das heißt, die
useful.
haben beide
All
den
he's
Miro in der
gotta
Hand.
do
Das
it
ist ein
this time,
Problem.
though, he's only going to have 2,400 left.
Possibly only one more draw for Paulie to stay in this game, or we might go into game 3 soon.
I kind of want to see a game 3.
Yes, for sure.
2,400 left. I mean, that's a long one and a sinister long one.
Let's see.
Yeah, or just one sinister long one resolving both the effects.
Resolving both effects, yeah.
But you're probably going to use a long one on your way to make it very true.
Oh, but one's got a face down
Face
this
down,
time.
picked up.
Aber er hat Cosmic in der Hand. Das heißt, er kann die
One more draw
weghauen.
for Paulie.
Stand by
Oh,
face,
it's
anti-spell
anti-spell
but he has
Cosmic.
Cosmic Cyclone!
Cosmic! Chains a quick play Cosmic Cyclone. Down to 1,400 life points.
He-
but Anti-spell fragrance is gone.
He's held that Cosmic Cyclone in his hand this whole game. This is his one opportunity to win this game.
Is it going to be enough, or is it too little, too late? Is Paulie going to complete the
Die Frage ist,
perfect
was hat er
season?
gezogen?
That's what I didn't want to say. I didn't want to say maybe he sided in the Cosmic Cyclone because he knew he was playing anti-spell fragrance and it would have backfired on him, but he ended up drawing into the anti-spell fragrance and it didn't backfire. Does he have any sort of play here to push
Let's
past
see.
his Chi Chao?
I mean, having chained that Cosmic, I would assume so. Okay,
Ja,
good.
that's good.
Grußwurm ist
Drew's Rock
unglaublich
enough to
gut.
at least deal with the Chi Chao.
Yeah, I guess that's decent enough to stay in. Gets rid of the shoot as well.
All right, so Bystial Druid's form is on the field. When that's sent to the graveyard, a special summon monster is going to go with it.
Das Problem ist
Have
halt,
another monster to summon.
Like Kingdom for a Link monster in Dragon Link.
Yeah. Let's see, taking his time to think about this one. But looking at his extra deck,
Yeah.
so we can assume he has at least anything to normal summon. Maybe it's something along the line, you know. He's thinking about it.
Could be anything.
If it's
Yeah.
Black Metal Dragon, I think he'd just be slamming it on the table, but it might be an awkward thing like Rocket Recharger.
Might be another Bestial because he's looking at the graveyard right now.
I think you might be right.
Yeah,
It is.
aber Saroni ist jetzt gar nicht so bad.
Saronir able to access Del Dubellion later on.
Aber der Nibiru wird den Hops nehmen.
Play it free.
Der Nibiru wird den Hops
Every other
nehmen.
one is limited.
Pretty good still in Dragon League, being able to send down Branded Regain to bring back with Branded Beast.
Weil in was auch immer er jetzt reingeht, das wird negiert durch
So
die
now he
Yugioh.
has two Bestials on the field, two Dragons on the field. The Druid Storm will deal with the Chi Chao. He's going to
Yeah.
link them away.
Obviously, the way that this can work.
Oh ja, das ist richtig clever. Ja,
Makes sense.
Ziel ist richtig
This
gut.
is summon number 3 here from Paulie.
Gonna send away
One.
that.
Chain Link 2.
I mean,
Checking the graveyard here. Gonna see if he wants to chain Chi-Shao.
does not negate it permanently, so it makes sense that it just allows that.
It's going to the end of the turn.
Seals pass. Not
Best-
yet.
best
The Sorenir is going to send down the Bestial Rebellion.
That's the best combo.
Ja, oh mein Gott.
Managed to save her to pick
Nice.
up the Bystial Rebellion.
Yeah. Nice play here from Paulie.
Now he discards that Bestial Rebellion.
Holt sich Magnamut.
Paulie's going to be careful here. Because when your opponent is drawing cards and passing, right?
Yeah.
You got to think about what are those cards that are in hand that could
Absolutely.
potentially be. They're either going to be just something they can't use or something that's going to interact with you on your turn.
Things like the evenly
I mean-
matched, for instance, that you've already seen.
True.
He knows one of them, so at least that's what he has to think about. But yeah, gonna banish it for the Magnum.
Vierte
the one
Summon.
and only.
Nein, mach nicht die fünfte Summon. Mach nicht die fünfte Summon. Mach nicht die fünfte Summon.
Magnum
Tu es nicht.
activate as well. Get a dragon in the end phase. Go to battle. Magnumut hits. And we'll see if there is, in fact, an evenly matched. Though if you did get hit by evenly here, I wonder which one you keep.
Yeah, at the same time, I mean, going first tough that he would keep in, you know, the evenly matched, maybe.
True. I think you just do the seals trick and bounce the seal, tribute the seals, bounce the Magnum.
But that leaves you completely open, right?
Yeah, true. But I would be surprised if he'd kept those in, I guess.
1,400 life points left. It feels like the tides have turned in this one, that Paulie's starting to take command.
Yeah.
But with only 1,400 left, you could still just, you know, Juan's got a puncher's chance here.
This Lubellion is summon number 5 for Paulie.
Ja, und er hatte den Biro in der Hand.
Now Juan is saying on the summon, I'm going to take a moment to think here before you activate or before you place that branded Speller Trap from your deck.
Aber das heißt, aber Seal triggert dann trotzdem.
If you've got it, I think this is the one chance, because once those branded spells get on the field, or the regained in particular gets on the field, that's when it starts to get out of control.
At the same time, not an easy decision here from Juan.
A lot of B-Seals run through out of Paulie's deck already. Magnum can add back from the graveyard, though.
It can, deck or graveyard.
There is That's Nibiru.
Nibiru, the primal being. On the 5th summon, the rock's going to come down. Unfortunately, Seals, if tributed, you know, no matter how it's tributed, will it get its effect to summon a dragon
Ding hat
from
2,5
the
ATK, ich will es in ATK beschwören. Ja.
And that's huge, actually. That's why one was thinking about it, because this does stop the Lubellion from getting a Branded Spell and Traps, but it might even lead to a better combo at the end.
Oh mein Gott, kriegt jetzt den Tracer.
Any dragon out of his deck.
Yeah, he can do a lot here.
So even something as innocuous as Black Metal Dragon, for instance, could turn into, you know, a complete combo.
A Tracer into a Borreload Savage would be solid.
Because he just passed the first turn, so he hasn't accessed, you know, his Boot Sack to the launch, Dragon Ravine, everything is still in the deck. So.
Jetzt ist alles noch offen, ja. Die Hero ist raus. Er hat keinen Ash, weil das hätte auf jeden Fall geasht. Er hat eine Handkarte.
Making sure he doesn't make a mistake at this stage in the game. This is the most important game of his dueling career.
It is. And now he knows everything. He knows the last card in hand from his opponent as he took that back from the banished. And now all he needs to do is just think about what possible outs could he pick up from the top of the deck, and otherwise he's good to go.
Goes with Starliege Seyfert.
Starliege Seyfert seems like a strong one, so he can use Seyfert's effect to send itself to the graveyard. Checking to see if you can use both effects in the same turn. Indeed, you can.
Yes.
Jetzt geht's ja für die Kleinen, ne?
Level 4 Dragon.
And there it is, Wyver Buster.
Wyver Buster banishing the B-Seal Soaring here to touch down onto the field, but only for a moment before it's used as a Link summon for a Link 1, and that's right, it's Striker Dragon, Chain Link 1, Striker Dragon, Chain Link 2, Wyver Buster.
Egal ob er jetzt Nibiru hätte oder nicht, in beiden Fällen wäre es für ihn extrem böse gewesen.
On the anti-spell fragrance goes into fruition because he can activate that boot sector launch. I was debating for a moment whether it was worth using that cosmic because you could just keep that anti-spell to, you know, make your opponent draw into those spells, and maybe that could be more useful to you, but I guess we'll see.
And if it could be your last turn, you got to play it if you got it, right?
Yep.
Gonna summon the Clap Serpent, banishing the Wyver Burster. My heart is beating so hard right now because I can tell what is about to happen. We're moments away from history being made in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game. Link 2, Dragoonie Knight Romulus. We're going to see the Dragon Link combo coming down here. Turns into this game. Paulie low on life points, but as long as you have a life point, you have a chance. That's the best part about the Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game. Believing in yourself, believing in the heart of the cards.
Also das ist wirklich... Ich glaube, der Bio hat immer mehr geschadet, als er ihm geholfen hat.
Intense thinking here for Paulie. This is a combo that I've already done a billion times. But you still have to
Weil er hätte Beast gehabt und kriegt den Endphase noch ins Search.
Allowing him to send a dragon from the deck to the graveyard. Let's see what he goes with. Maybe an Apsa Router.
There it is. Apsa Router going to add a rocket.
And now we know every single card from Paulie as well. So he just has that Boot Sector 2 special summon that from the end later on. Yeah, Easter is in the making. We said it. First time ever, we already have 4 world champions in our hands, and we could get the 5th in just minutes away from here.
Uses that boot sector launch, going to special summon the rocket tracer from the hand.
Und warum das Effekt, oder nicht? Dann liegt ein
Checks over
Effekt.
the graveyard there.
We see him eyeing Quad Boral Dragon to maybe bring back some of the rockets from the graveyard. Quad Boral is a great way to turn dragons that aren't rockets into rockets that you need.
So first we're going to use the rocket tracer effect here.
Does he destroy the Nibiru token or the boot sector launch?
He's trying to figure it out right about now.
Yeah, he's making sure he doesn't make a mistake at this stage in the game, that he goes through each motion correctly, and he does go for that boot sector launch.
Makes sense. Now,
reminder for everybody at home, this round is untimed. You do need to play at a reasonable pace, however.
Aber die haben zumindest alle Zeit der Welt. Das ist schon mal gut.
Here comes Rocket Recharger. Now we'll see if we're going to go into a Link summon.
We could go into the Beastie first. That's also an option to get something back later on.
Indeed, he does.
Link 1, Guard Dragon Beastie.
Link 3, Rocket.
Triple Burst Dragon. Now you see the right arrow and the down arrow both pointing to the same zones. That means that Guard Dragon Pistie's effect is live.
You can special summon from the Banished or the Graveyard, non-targeting.
Thinking about getting the Striker Dragon. Regardless, I don't think it's gonna stay there long.
So he's gonna use Striker Dragon's effect to destroy the token to add back, I'd imagine, Rocket Recharger? It is indeed Rocket Recharger.
And then because the monster was destroyed, Rocket Recharger activates. Now we've got Triple Burst, Misty, Striker Dragon, Triple Burst Dragon versus Nibiru. None of these are big enough on their own, however.
But the Boral End will be able to negate the Rocket Recharger effect to bring back the Tracer. So he's going to be able to have Boral End and Boral Load Savage Dragon.
Boral End Dragon hits the field with 3,500 attack points. Its effect negates Rocket Recharger, special summons back Rocket Tracer, that's a level 4 tuner, level 4 non-tuner. And together they combine to synchro summon Barlow.
Also wir werden wahrscheinlich D-Link.
Haben
wir Angst, dass Link. Nein, Link wird nicht. Das ist Weltmeisterschaft, ganz andere Welt ist. Auch ganz andere Kartenpool, weil wir haben ja das nächstes gar nicht viel gehabt für das Event. Ist ja wirklich die Frage, was er zieht. Weil der das muss dann halt gar nichts.
In Los Angeles. Probably the biggest tournament of his life till now.
Yeah, I have no words.
You mentioned it, Paulie has been a veteran in the game, but sometimes you have those players who are missing that performance, and sometimes just a single year everything changes. It's your year.
Heißt, er hat Drußwurm, Negate, Omni-Negate. Und kann mit Nibiru aber nicht so rennen. Ich glaube, bereut den Nibiru ein bisschen.
So, no big issues here on the way to his victory lap.
Aber Pauli hat's gut gespielt.
Alright, so Borload Savage Dragon's going to be at 4,200 here.
One more draw. This could be
Will it be the handshake? Did he draw into something he can use? Dark Ruler no more, maybe?
Dark Ruler bringt aber nicht viel.
And that's it!
It's over!
We have our first ever world champion from the United
Edmo
States of America.
Okay.
Paulie Aronson.
Wow.
Respekt.
What a way to end it. You mentioned it. First time that it's happening.
Aber er wusste nach dem Video schon, dass er verloren hat.
A world champion for TCG.
Fetter Respekt dafür. Oh, die haben das Licht angemacht. Oh mein Gott, die haben das Licht angemacht.
Of this moment, my entire dueling career.
D-Link, nee. Aber er hat's klasse gespielt.
I didn't know if it would ever happen. I can't believe Paulie has made it. He has represented it. I can't.
Incredible.
Absolutely, we mentioned it. It was an amazing weekend. We went through 3 different tournaments to crown 5 different world champions. But now it's all on Paulie, who managed it. He did it. What a guy, and what a humble guy he is.
You know, his demeanor hasn't changed once this entire time. He's just been smiling the whole time, and now he's going to be smiling with a bit of
Yugioh
hardware.
World Championship 2023 OCG TCG World Champion Aubertin!
Ist schon süßer, ey. Er hat es auch verdient. Also er hat wirklich flawless gespielt. Wer nicht glaubt, Nibiru war der falsche Move, aber es war schon insane.
Hi. What should I say? Just talk about the weekend, the tournament. What am I supposed to do?
How do you feel right now?
Oh, really good, really good. It was a great weekend. Really fun weekend.
Er ist einfach so ein Süßer, ey.
I'm sorry, what was that?
You can elaborate. You can say more.
Oh, I can say more. Oh, okay, yeah, no, it was a super fun weekend. I was saying all weekend, like, it was great because, like, we all made tons of new friends. Had a lot of fun, and then this happened, and now it's an even better weekend.
Er ist so ein Süßer. Er ist so ein Süßer, Mann. Oh mein Gott.
改めまして素晴らしい試合をしてくれた選手に盛大な拍手をお願いいたします。Congratulations!
Glückwunsch. Glückwunsch an Pauli.